man.
This is episode 23 of the Pat McGann Show with guests Chuck Garfien and Calvin Evans. The Pat McGann Show is brought to you by Tiege Hanley, uncomplicated skincare for men. And now, here's Pat.
All right, if you are listening on your AirPods, if you are just in your car through your speakers, you got to get on YouTube. You got to have a visual on this because we are in a new space. Check it out. New studio here at Tiege Hanley in the west side of Chicago. Look at it, Calvin. Can you believe it? Is this beautiful or what?
Yeah.
This is all made out of lotion, too.
What?
All of this, yes. All insulated with eye cream. What you're sitting on here.
Super serum?
Yeah, super serum.
That's what, yeah.
It's all Tieged up. But this is what Kelly Thornton, and thank you, Kelly. I want to publicly thank our sponsor. This is the guy behind everything here at Tiege Hanley. He said he was going to do this, and a lot of people say they're going to do things. He did it. Quickly, too. This is our 23rd episode. We already got the new digs, and Calvin Evans is here with me to break in the new studio. How you been, bud?
Man, I'm great. This is extremely nice.
Isn't it?
This is extremely nice. Like it's a plant. There's wood. This not your dad's wood paneling.
No. This is today. This
Yeah.
is very today.
No.
And I love how, dude, the gear. I mean, you make me feel like they won.
You know what?
But they're still in it.
But they did.
They did.
They did win because nobody expected it. And when the Bears win, Chicago is a better place.
No doubt. Ahead of schedule. That's what we've been saying.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited about the Super Bowl? It is Super Bowl week.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, me neither.
No, because I wanted the Bears. I wanted the Bears at least in the conference finals. That would have been great for the city. But I feel like now it's like it kind of like took the steam out of football.
I know.
For me at least.
It is a little bit tough. I'm not too overexcited about the game either. And I know you're busy. Dude, last time I was here. Well, first of all, last time I saw you, we had a gig at the Looking Glass Theater.
At the water, was the water?
Yeah, water tower.
The water tower, but the actual water tower.
Yeah, not the beautiful structure across, they have the tower, and then I think that's like was a pumping station or something. Mm-hmm. They were just like, hey, man, we've got some leftover limestone. Let's build something. We had plans for this one, and let's just do like a box over here with the extra rocks.
And I didn't even know. Like I literally went in the water tower. It's like I don't know what you're talking about,
right? And
then I walk outside, and it's black cars pulling up, and people going into a basement of this building that I walked past a million times, as a kid.
Well, you're looking for glass.
Yeah,
you're like the Looking Glass.
Right.
It's gonna be a glass theater. Where's I've walked by that place a million times too. Never knew it was there.
Yeah,
didn't even realize the connections. Like David Schwimmer, I guess, is very involved in that place. Mm-hmm. They got a lot of big money behind it that kept it going, or I don't know what they're even showing there on a regular basis.
Me neither, but it was a nice theater.
It was bougie, that event, man.
It was.
It was beautiful.
The food was good. Did you eat the food?
I had a little bit of food.
The food was really good, and I asked for whatever reason. My manager, my agent was like, "Yeah, what do you want in the green room?" And I asked for the most dumb. I was like, "Yeah, let me get some Lay's and some Clearly Canadians." And I get that, and it's there, but it's all this like nice stuff, nice. People dress nice, and I'm eating it. So when I left, I took it with me.
Oh, you did?
So
that's not a bad move.
No, it's not a bad move. But the problem was I didn't have a bag, so I had to take I found a trash bag, a clear trash bag. So I got a big ass bag with Clearly Canadian and a big ass bag of family size Ruffles, and the only way out is through the front door, and I'm walking past people. Oh my God, great show! Can we take a picture? And I got this big ass bag behind my back, and people looking what
are you taking out of here?
Yeah, what are you taking? And I'm just like, oh, no, it was in my rider. I didn't want to leave it because I didn't get to. Yeah, it was a good show. It was fun.
Showbiz.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, that was a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't really seen you since, and I know you have a. How old's your baby now?
He's 5 months. He'll be 6 next week on Friday. 6 months.
Man, that's fun. How you keep track of by a month.
Yeah.
I'm way beyond that. Now I mix up the years. It's like they're 12. I mean, no, they're 13. You are by day now still.
Yeah, because I didn't know. You people always be like, oh, he's 14 months. You just say he won.
Yeah, right.
What is months? But then now as a first time parent, I'm seeing every month something is different.
Yeah, what's the latest? What's
Oh man, he sitting up. He's sitting up on his own. His back is good.
Yeah,
he got a strong back.
Is he on any socials? Is he on Instagram? Does
no.
He have a
No. This kid is he's a beautiful kid.
Keep him off the screens.
He's very handsome. He's a very handsome kid. Like people like you got to put him in. He gonna be
Already?
in commercials or something. Like people like
Really?
look at him and be like, man, he got a great smile. No teeth yet, but just a great smile. Like he just like when he's smiling, like it
I love a
lights up on.
handsome baby.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear cute, adorable, precious. I'm picturing he's got like parted hair. He's in like a 3-piece.
I'm telling you, this kid
Got a pocket watch. He's just a handsome baby.
he got a schedule.
Yeah.
He got places to be. But man, it's for me, it's been so exciting, like to wake up and be like, man, I can't wait to hang out with my kid like all day.
You wake up, or does he wake you up? You just wake up. You're like, I can't wait to hang out with him. Or
well,
he's like on your face.
No, we got the nanny. So I sleep listening to white noise.
Oh yeah.
So it's brown noise now. I didn't know it was a thing. No bass. It's just brown noise. And
Oh, is that what you listen to? Brown noise, and I listen to white noise? Is
no,
that
no,
what
no.
you're saying?
No, I didn't know brown noise was that. I was listening to white noise too. That's the propaganda. But
So
now
that's separate.
it's two different. I didn't know.
What's white noise?
white noise is
Just a bunch of Karens complaining. I want to see the manager. Get the manager in here. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Do you live around here? That's white noise. Brown noise is just chill. It's cool. It's you all right, man. It's none of my business. I didn't see anything. But so I got this background noise playing. So I have I'm trying to explain this. The nanny watches him while he sleeps.
Yeah.
Then on my phone, I open the app and I can turn it to background so I can hear the noise all night. So if he starts crying or something, okay, now I know he's up, so I can go to him. But if he's not up, I'm just listening to this noise that he sleeps to, which is kind of annoying because my brain will like normalize it, and then I start hearing noises and I'm just like, this not the song. And, that's
right.
the baby. Now I got
Yeah.
So yeah. So sometimes I'm up before him and I just kind of watch him on the camera. It's a black and white surveillance type camera, and it's weird because when he look at the camera, it's just like blacked out eyes.
Oh,
It's
wow.
the scariest thing in the world. Where it's
Yeah.
like it looked like
It's like a one of those ghost shows.
yeah,
It's like the night vision stuff.
yeah. So when you go to look and it's like he looking at the camera, it's like oh shit, like what's this shit? It's scary sometimes, but yeah, I wake up. Sometimes when he wake up, I just let him chill in his crib. He make noises.
You ever think about like just a prank? Get it one of those like invisible markers and just write something on the forehead, like for his mom or something, like just a reminder.
666.
Or just leave a note. I have a cruise ship this week. I'm gonna be
Right.
put your schedule on there.
Man, I will now.
Man, I tell you, this fatherhood now where I'm at with it changes so much. But those days, man, it's exhausting. I feel like I can kind of remember what you're going through, kind of not, but it does go by so quickly, and the phases do change. Like before you know it, he'll be talking and asking you for your phone, asking you a million questions.
That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not giving him. He can't have a phone.
Yeah, do not.
No phone, none of that. Like
That is
and it's hard now because they babies and they just constantly need, he doesn't need stimulation. So my thing is like, if you're fine as you are, if you're making, you kind of in your own world, I'll leave you alone. If you get like kind of fussy, all right, here's the thing, but it just can't be like, oh, let me give you all the things right away. So now your brain is trained to like look at TV or look at a flashing lights and stuff. It's like I like him to just be on the couch, doing this and playing with his foot, and making noises. So that's like just be cool. Like just be cool. Have an imagination. Like that's
Are you rolling a ball near him? Are you trying to get him to
No, not yet.
work on his left?
Not yet. I'm gonna wait till when he start walking, then I get him a little hoop
Yeah.
where it's just like, all right.
Dude, I love where you're at. That's a good phase, man. And I know you're busy too, working.
Yeah.
Were you out this weekend?
What was I this weekend? This past weekend. This weekend I didn't work. The prior weekend I headlined at the Comedy Plex.
Oh yeah, where's that?
In Oak Park.
Okay.
Oak Park. So Morris Timms.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
Morris
yeah.
Timms. So
Yeah.
him and some other guys, they opened a comedy club.
Oh, no kidding.
Really nice space. Really
That's
cool
cool.
space. Oak Park. And yeah, it was fun.
Oak Park, always open to the arts. Very nice. It's Chicago adjacent. Even if you're not from Chicago, you probably know Oak Park. That's where Frank Lloyd Wright has his. They got the museum there.
The
studio.
bungalows.
Yeah, the bungalows. Ernest Hemingway is from there, I believe. He gone. Who else we got? But they love comedy out there. They used to have a few independent shows out there. But that's great, man. So you got to come up, to Chicago.
Yeah. So it's fun. I mean, it's always fun. Just coming home. I come home every weekend. So Laugh Factory, Zanies, of course, and then I can hop on a few other shows, Lincoln Lodge, stuff like that.
I was down by you this weekend. I was in Florida. I was at the. I got to bring up the Bright Line. Every episode we bring up high speed rail.
Okay.
So I rode that. I had a private gig Friday night. I was down there with my girlfriend. We went to Fort Lauderdale then for Saturday. Had a show at the Amaturo Theater, and everyone was freaking out. I don't know if you picked up on it. Were you down in Florida this week? All the weather. It was like...
Oh, it was cold.
They were going like, man, this is, we got to batten down the hatches. Like, it was 40.
Yeah.
It was like, what? I still don't even have a coat on.
Right.
And people were freaking out because you almost had to wear a coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't have the infrastructure to deal with the
with cold.
But it wouldn't even snow. There was no ice.
No,
just.
And that's the thing. Like when I travel and you say it's cold somewhere, people are like, "Oh, you from Chicago?" It's like it's not that I'm not cold. It's just that mentally in Chicago we prepare for cold, right? So it's like if we know this is temperature, like I'm not bothered by it because I have the coat. I know how to put layers on. It's fine. But if I'm somewhere and I don't expect the cold, then I'm going to be cold. But also, my cold is. Your cold is fall to me.
Yeah.
It's like you saying like, oh, it's 45. It's like, okay, yeah, you just put on a long sleeve.
It's
like,
beautiful. We're barbecuing today. We're gonna be outside, and people are talking a lot about the weather. Yesterday, Groundhog Day. People are, dude. I never pay attention to it. 6 weeks. That's St. Patrick's Day. It's gonna be cold. It's cold here till June.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in any of that, but nice little tradition, I guess.
So he saw himself, or he didn't.
I don't even know. They have conflicting reports, too. They got the one in Punxsutawney. I think he said 6 more weeks.
Wait, so it's more than one groundhog?
Well, yeah, I mean.
No, you can't have 2 groundhogs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like having 2 coin flips.
Right?
You can't do 2 either. Is one official coin. You can't say it's another groundhog.
It's a divided nation. It's just where we live. So you're going to be able to find a groundhog that tells you what you want to hear. You know what I'm talking about? And it is fake, man. So it's going to be shitty until June. That's the new thing. That's the new reality.
Can we also acknowledge global warming?
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, because it's going to be warmer than what it's supposed to be or colder than what it's supposed to be. But we're in a different space. Like the weather has shifted from when I was a kid. So I'm not mad at it.
That'd be great. Did the groundhog say 6 more weeks or... quick spring or more winter? No, he said the glaciers are melting. This episode is brought to you by Catholic Charities of Chicago. This winter, many of our neighbors are facing hunger, homelessness, and hardship. A simple act of kindness, just one flicker of hope, can make all the difference. Your support of Catholic Charities of Chicago brings warmth, meals, and hope to families right here in Cook and Lake counties. Find out how you can make an impact by visiting CatholicCharities.net. But hey, new studio, new month. It's February. Hard to believe.
Black History Month. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to say that out loud. Black History Month.
Yes, it is Black History Month.
Yes.
What are you doing for that?
Absolutely nothing.
No.
I just try to forget the history. That's the whole purpose. Because if you get on the plane, all the Black History Month, 12 Years a Slave, The Butler, Color. It's just all the worst of the worst.
All like the heavy.
Yeah.
Movies.
Yeah. What the movie where they wouldn't let them swim. The movie. There's no fun. Like it was okay. It's just like all struggle, and it's just like, hey, it ain't that bad. Have a good flight.
What would you recommend watching? Do you have a
Cool Runnings? I say Cool Runnings.
Great Black History film. Menace to Society.
Definitely not that. Definitely not that. That was the title says it all. I say Cool Runnings. Something light.
Yeah,
something light. But it's like it's funny because Black History Month is just like, oh, remember how horrible it was? That's it. Like there's no good times. It's like, and there's only like 5 civil rights leaders that they teach you in school, and then I go to college and take a African American study class. It's like, oh, it's so much more than this.
Oh yeah,
it's Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, George Washington Carver. You look confused by some of these names.
No, I know all of them.
I'm messing with you.
I took a Black History class in school at Dayton.
Yeah, it's just like, what are we doing? Come on.
The controversy here in Chicago was the White Sox tweeted out something about Black History Month, and they left off Frank Thomas, who was not happy about it. He called him out on it. He tweeted at the Sox like, "Oh, I guess you don't remember the guy that holds all your records." I made you all that money.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we got a little drama here.
No, did they delete the tweet of Adam?
Did they delete it? No, I don't know I don't know how they've responded.
Man,
They were just like
he took offense to social media.
he took offense to it.
Oh,
yes, he
man.
did, man. You think he'd have thicker? They didn't
Big
recognize
Hurt was Big
Jermaine
Hurt.
Dye either. They weren't happy about. He was their World Series MVP in 2005. No mention of him.
Oh wow.
So
Must got to see that's what happened. You got kids running your social media.
right?
Yeah, they probably just chat GPT'd it, and then that's what they came up with, and they like, you don't know this?
Right?
Yeah, kids don't know anything these days.
We got to get our guest in on this conversation.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
this is right up his alley. I'm very excited about our guest today. You know Chuck Garfien, right? You know Chuck?
I've seen him on TV quite a bit.
Yes. Everyone's going to recognize Chuck here in a minute. He's going to come on in. You've seen him on The Last Dance, and he also is the host of the pre- and post-game for the White Sox. He's on the Chicago Sports Network, legend here in Chicago, and I know he's going to be heading down to spring training soon. He probably has a lot to weigh in on our White Sox conversation.
Oh yeah, let me slide
So
over. Let's get him in.
let's bring him in. Chuck Garfien is here joining us in the new studio. Chuck. Look who just drops in here. This is the vibe. People just come in.
You know, I was walking down the street. I overheard people talking White Sox. I'm like a magnet. I got to go to wherever this conversation is, and it's you, Pat McGann, with
Yeah.
Calvin. I'm in. Wearing Bear stuff.
You live right here, right?
I
You're
live-
West Side,
I live very close to this studio.
right on the West Loop.
Yeah.
So you coming by here. I love it. And Chuck, we know each other from when we met at Zanies, I believe, right?
Yeah. You were the host at Zanies. You were the host.
Yes. Yeah.
And I would come in, and I'm like, with my friends, I'm thinking, this guy, Pat, he's funnier than the comics. There's something going
Well,
on.
I
with
was a comic too.
Well, but you were the host. People were coming in for the headliners and all that. I'm like, this guy's better than the headliner.
That
That's
is
what I
the
meant.
best. No, I hear you, dude. Because when you host a show,
Yeah, they be like, man, you ever thought about doing comedy? You like, what did you think?
yeah, you should try this.
What do you think I was doing?
Yeah, but you were an up and coming comic at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time. And I saw the potential. If I could buy stock in Pat McGann, I was buying it
Right.
in 2010.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, man.
yeah.
And then we did a live show at Zanies.
I
We
tried
had,
stand-up comedy.
You did.
How'd it go?
Okay, not good. I think I'd be better now if I had some material. That's all I need.
I think that's the most important thing when you do a comedy.
I know. I can do the delivery. I can deliver the lines. I just don't have the comedic chops that you guys
Yeah,
have.
you do. You just got to start journaling about your crazy life. I mean, you
Yeah.
got so much going on.
Yeah, I got stuff.
Yeah, you probably have a lot of dirt on people,
I
too.
got good material. I think, but I just don't know how to craft it like you guys do.
This is the thing. I think when comedians, when we start doing comedy, our focus is to say things we think people think is funny, and it's not about that. It's about telling stories or talking about things that are funny, or you make them funny. But I can't sit here and be like, oh, Chuck will think it's funny if I said this. It's like, no, is this funny to me? Then I'll make it funny to Chuck. So I think that's like he said, you probably have a million stories or life experiences that are hilarious instances.
And I'm here to talk about them all.
How about just the background on your nickname? So in Chicago, you were given a nickname by a legend here, Hawk Harrelson. Our Chuck.
Our Chuck.
Our Chuck.
People think it's like R, like the letter R. No, it's our Chuck. O-U-R. Yeah.
Our, as
Our Chuck.
we all have a piece of Chuck.
Yes.
And if you don't know who Hawk Harrelson is, you got to check this guy out. He's
Just
in
Google
the
him.
Hall of Fame, and his contributions to the game are actually incredible. This guy invented the batting glove, Hawk Harrelson, because he was a golfer, and he's like, I'm going to take that to the plate. He has some other contributions too, but the nicknames that he gave, some legendary nicknames. We already talked about Frank Thomas, Big Hurt. That's from Hawk.
There was the Little Hurt, Craig
Little Hurt,
Raybeck.
Craig Raybeck, yeah.
One Dog, Lance Johnson, Blackjack McDowell, and actually he did not come up with my nickname, believe it or not.
Oh, he didn't.
Well, he...
Cut. We got to start over. All right, Chuck, we're going to bring you back out.
But no. He amplified it. He made it a thing. Here's what happened. If you've listened to White Sox broadcasts or hear them, there's a guy named Joe Grube, Mean Joe Grube.
Yeah.
That was what Hawk would always introduce him as. He was like a guy behind the scenes in the TV booth. He would see me and he'd say, hey, it's our Chuck. It's our Chuck. And Hawk overheard him say that one time, and he's then on the air started calling me our Chuck.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is something to have, a nickname from
I
a
have
guy
a
like
nickname
that.
from Hawk Harrelson. I mean, that's like on my grave. By the way, speaking of grave, when Hawk passes away, which is hopefully in like 50 years, you know what he wants on his
Oh,
tombstone?
come on. Does he really?
He wants, he gone.
Oh, my
He wants that on his
goodness.
tombstone.
I love that.
Like literally when Hawk Harrelson passes away, he wants he gone on his tombstone. It'll be there.
And then parentheses, grab some bench. He used to say that all the time.
He did.
too,
I
remember
actually
that?
interviewed him 15 years ago or something like that, and he was in the booth. He was in his seat. Now I'm interviewing him in there, and I just asked him, "Hey, how do you want to like leave the game? How do you want to retire?" And he goes, "I'll tell you how I want to retire." And he goes, gets in his seat, and he goes, pretends like he's doing a call. He looks out in the field. He goes, 3-2 pitch to Canerco. There's a fly ball way back there. You can't put it on the board. And then he collapses and pretends to die.
Oh, my.
He wanted to die in the booth.
That would go viral. That would be incredible.
Yes, yes.
Well, he's retired now.
He's retired now.
I mean, would they bring him back for, hey, he's only got a few days. Well, let's get him back in the booth. Poor Hawk, man.
Yeah. I
But
speak
if
to him
you-
from time to time.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean, I watched so many games. I mean, I could almost like feel like what he was going to say next. And he had so many different, can of corn, chopper to hopper, right size, wrong shape. I mean, we could go on and on. But he gone. I mean, I said that earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. That's in text. And I think I've helped spread that around the country. Like my buddies at other cities, anytime somebody dies or someone breaks up or somebody, it's always, he gone, she gone. Like, that's the best.
Yeah. So I don't think nationally people realize this, and I've been trying to say it as many times as I can to get the word out because I think so highly of him. Nobody in the history of sports broadcasting has provided more words to a sport than Hawk Harrelson. It's literally like 300 words,
Really?
300 catchphrases. The number's massive. I mean, there's Vin Scully, there's, Al Michaels, all these incredible voices of sports broadcasting, but no one has even come close to all the words that he has put together.
You ever asked him how he come up with the?
It's just off the top of his head. People have asked him, hey, who were White Sox players, hey, can you give me a nickname? Give me a nickname. He's like, I can't, I don't sit around thinking about it. It just kind of happens. It just kind of happens. So he never, doesn't manufacture stuff. That was his brain. And when, things that he was saying on the air is how he would talk in normal life.
Yeah.
Or on the golf course. And he brought that to
Well, the best
White
thing
Sox
too is like
broadcasts.
he'll talk about himself as two different people. So if you're like, "Hey, can you give me a nickname?" He'd be like, "Oh man, that's Hawk. I'm Ken.
No, he does do that. Yeah.
I'm Ken Harrelson, man.
Yeah.
I can't just like
I think they
you
call
gotta talk
that,
to Hawk." And it's like a different. So it's like almost like what a serial killer might have, like two different. Thinks he's two different people. And I know Hawk. I'm not saying that about him. He is the best dude. He's been very nice to me. And I miss him, man.
I know I miss him too, but even there were things that he would say on the air. He did not think, oh, this is going to be a catchphrase. One of them is like, this ball game is over. So he started that one, but then he would say, you can put the ball, you can put it on the board, yes. And then there were a couple times he got so excited, he'd go, hell yes. He said that on the air.
Yeah.
And he'd say, I wish I could cuss right now. He would say that on the air, and that became a catchphrase. I wish I could cuss right now. You gotta be bleeping me.
Oh yeah, you
gotta be bleeping me, and that became a catchphrase. It's just things that he said, and he would say it over and over again. And what ends up happening is people in everyday life, myself included, players, they start saying catchphrases in everyday life, like you just said, because they're so good.
Yeah, he was a huge personality and ahead of his time because a lot of people now are maybe more that way. He kind of created a brand, a vibe. Like he was an original dude and always had great stories. He always, anytime you play another team, you'd be playing the Royals, he'd start talking about George Brett. And he's like, he's the best left-hand hitter I ever saw, even though he had hemorrhoids. You're like, what? You're like, Hawk, what? You're like, wait, the man had hemorrhoids. What do you want me to say? Like, he would just double down on this stuff. He was very entertaining.
Yeah.
So you've worked with Hawk. You have worked with a lot of, legendary guys in this business. Mm-hmm. Who are the people that have influenced you, like the broadcasters or people that you've kind of...
Actually, the first mentor that I had was on your podcast a few weeks ago, Mark Giangreco.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Dwayne Kennedy. I thought you were going to. Yeah, Mark Giangreco.
I interned for Mark Giangreco when I was in college.
Did you really?
Yes. I watched him growing up on TV, and I knew I wanted to be a sportscaster at a young age, and I was in college, and I sent in my resume and a cover letter to NBC5 in Chicago, WMAQ at the time. Might still be MAQ. I don't know.
What was that resume like? Was it more than one page?
It was one page.
One page. Was it the marble? Remember the marble paper people would use? Like, hey, this is
graduation.
You don't think? Look at this. This is marble. People are like, is that fooling people? Hey, look at this marble.
I may not have any experience, but look at this marble.
Let's bring this guy in. You chisel this on here? All right. So you send the resume out.
Yeah, and so it was a dream come true. You know, I was like starstruck that I'm walking into NBC Tower at 19 years old, and there is Mark Giangreco doing the sports.
What a way to learn. What a baptism.
Yeah. Yes, it was. I mean, I went to college kind of for broadcasting, but I really learned more about sports casting and broadcasting by being around it.
Yeah.
Not in a classroom.
Did it make you think you should go tanning?
Yes, it did actually. I need to be tan to be on TV. But I am Jewish. He's Greek. He has that Greek skin.
Yes.
It glows. Mark.
It works on him.
It does.
Yeah,
it really
he's
does.
got a great look.
Yeah.
Got the great pipes.
What is it when you call baseball? What does the voice come from when you baseball?
Diaphragm.
No, but I'm saying like who decided that like who decided that was the voice?
But you know what? No one decided it, but I will say that what I've learned is that don't talk like that.
Okay.
Talk like a real person, because there was a lot of like, hey, but I can digga, like this false energy.
Oh, I missed that.
It's the bottom of the knife all out. It's like, oh, what is
Chuck? That's a great point. We're gonna take a quick break though. We'll be back in a minute to catch up more.
As always, the Pat McGann Show is brought to you by Tiege Hanley, uncomplicated skincare for men.
Tiege Hanley has changed my life.
Have you been using it?
I've been since I did because
Oh, dude.
they gave me two. I got 2 sets,
Yeah.
and my skin has been amazing ever since then. Like I'm not even like no, I'm not saying this
Just
no
to say.
bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody I got like as a gift. Somebody bought it for me.
Really?
Somebody bought it for me. Like they bought me more of it. And I was like, oh, thank you. But it's like the routine of it,
Right.
day and night. And then you just start seeing the results. It's like I look forward to I'm washing my face before I go to sleep. You can feel it, like your skin, breathe. Like I haven't had any like razor bumps or anything or like anything. It's just
Oh, good,
it's
dude.
been working well.
Go to Tiege.com/Pat to get 40% off your first order plus a free gift. That's Tiege.com/Pat.
It's like, is that because you listening? Like, do you have to engage people vocally?
Well, so there is something to be said about your energy.
Mm-hmm.
There is energy, but you can't be talking with too much energy and sound like you're screaming.
Yeah.
But so I had to, I was in the minor leagues, so to speak, in sportscasting. Like I was in Traverse City, Michigan, trying to figure it out when I was like 23, 24 years old. I'm like, I know what I need to sound like.
That's
but
a good place to pop your cherry.
But bump.
Traverse City is known for cherries. Sorry, that was
The Cherry Festival.
That was a
the
great
Cherry
joke.
Festival.
I'm sorry, it went over
that's
my
really
head.
good.
It was not even that
Hey, have you
bad.
ever played Traverse City?
Yes, yeah.
You got to save that joke for that.
Yeah,
Unless you've
I
used
will.
it.
I'm going right now. All right, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
Sorry.
all good. So I had to figure out my voice, not
Yeah.
just how to use my voice, but what am I trying to say on the air and how do I sound? And so you don't want to start in Chicago. You want to start somewhere small, make all your mistakes, take your risks, and have the least amount of people watch you.
Who were you covering in Traverse City?
So Traverse City, high school, football, and basketball all over northern Michigan, everywhere. I knew I can name pretty much every small town in northern Michigan.
Did you see anyone that went on to play like college ball or?
Well, when I was there, Dan Marley, who played for the
yeah.
Suns,
Thunder
he's
Dan.
from Traverse City, so
Is
that was
he?
like the big celebrity
No
that
kidding.
was there. People were still interested in the Red Wings, the Pistons, and the Tigers, and I would show highlights of their stuff on the air. But it was mainly just Traverse City and high school sports, all in that whole area. That's what I was covering.
So then from Traverse City, you kind of.
So from Traverse City, I, believe it or not, I made a jump that I still can't believe I made. I went from there to ESPN.
Wow.
Which is like, it would be like a low A prospect, like a Class A prospect in baseball, the lowest like league you could be in, and they got called to the major leagues.
That's huge, man.
That's what it was like.
They must have seen something in you.
Yeah, I think they saw like, hey, we just lost Craig Kilborn. Remember Craig Kilborn?
Yeah.
Like he could maybe be a Craig Kilborn because that was kind of funny, and I didn't give a blank, and I was just doing all sorts of crazy stuff on the air. And it was for ESPN News mainly. That was what I was hired for. I was just starting. This is 1996.
And this is ESPN News probably just starting too?
It was just about to start, so I got hired for that. Although the first time I was on the air was actually a Sports Center with Brett Haber. Remember Brett Haber? He was a sportscaster back in the 90s. He and I did a 6:30 Sports Center. I was scared to freaking death.
Oh, man, yeah. I mean, this is the day. This is SportsCenter is so big at this moment. How many eyeballs are on ESPN?
I don't even
want to
know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was only on the air for a year in Traverse City, doing like 3 and 4 minute sportscasts a night. Now I'm doing a half-hour Sports Center, or the shift I had at ESPN News, I was on the air by myself for 3 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Were you always Chuck Garfien?
No, I was Fred Simpson.
Francis Pocus. Mark said he was Mark Greco when he started.
Oh, yeah.
And then they changed his name.
Right. No, I've always been Chuck Garfien. That's
Always.
been my name. Yeah.
Never like Charlie.
No.
Is your name Charlie? Charles?
Charles. Yeah,
Charles?
That's my nickname.
Our
Yeah,
Charles.
Our Charles. Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Charlie
Our
Gar?
Charles.
Charlie Fine. Char-Gar. You could have like mixed it up a little bit. But I like that you got to be yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's silly when people are changing their names. Although Calvin Evans, I don't know. Is that your real name?
That's my real name.
Oh, it is. All right.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah,
I'm just kidding, man. I know it's your name.
Calvin, you want to change your name to Calvin Garfien?
Garfien? No, I'm thinking about it. No, CG. I got too many logos. I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
So ESPN
Yeah.
in the late 90s, this has got to be, it's like a historic moment. It's bigger than ever. And you're in Bristol. You're going.
I'm living in, I didn't live in Bristol, but I lived in like West Hartford. I was 25, 26 years old. My social life was non-existent.
Oh, I bet.
There's no offense to Connecticut and the people who live there, but when you're 25 and 26 and single and you're working nights and weekends, not the greatest place for, meeting people.
Yeah.
So it was all my friends who came to Bristol to work at ESPN. If they had a girlfriend, they were engaged within 2 months because they realized, I don't think I'm gonna get any better than this. This is my wife. I went to a lot of weddings.
That's terrible.
Doesn't matter. She's my intern.
No,
it's okay that she works here.
No, they were
This is the 90s, right?
Who you gonna tell?
No, they were girlfriends. They were their girlfriends before they came there. They didn't meet them at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
They're like, I'm here in Bristol. I brought my girlfriend. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any better.
So now you're getting a ton of experience. You're networking. You meet. This is probably like a big piece of what comes next for you. How you ended up here in Chicago.
Oh no.
No.
No. Well, I will say what was really cool about being there. I'm there when Dan Patrick is there, Keith Olbermann, Chris Berman.
Oh yeah.
And I would write my little lead-ins for the shows that I was doing, going into highlights, say, because I was really working on my craft, working on my writing. And then I'd be like, you know what? Let's see what Keith Olbermann wrote for this same story, for the same lead-in. I would go into the Sports Center rundown for him, and I'd be like, that's poetry.
Oh wow.
That is like Mark Twain stuff versus my little dribble that I just put together.
And everyone's writing their own thing.
Yes. If you've been watching sportscasters for the last 30 years, we all write our own stuff. I mean, although with my job now, I don't really write anything. I'm just talking about, the White Sox. But when I'm doing like a Sports Center type sportscast, we all write our own stuff.
Now I'm picturing Hawk being like apostrophe corn. He isn't here anymore.
No, it's too long. It's too many syllables.
He left and is bringing his bat back to the dugout. No. Here you go. That works.
Yeah.
All right, so walk me through then how you ended up back here.
Oh man,
because this is home. You are.
This is home. This was my dream job to work back in Chicago. I mean, ESPN was a dream job, but I mean, in terms of like the
how many dreams did you have, Chuck?
4.
And you fulfilled all of them.
So I was there for 3 years, and my contract did not get renewed. So I had to look for another job.
So you had like a 3-year deal, or
Yeah,
are they
I had a
annual?
3-year deal.
3-year deal.
And so I had to look for another job. It took me a year to get another
Wow.
gig. Yeah. I got a job.
This is like being an athlete. This is like your free agency moment.
Yeah. Because what happens is when your contract is up, you're at the mercy of, well, what's out there? And what if there's nothing out there?
Right.
Or nothing certainly either that's good for you, or they find that they want you. So I was in Harrison, Pennsylvania for about a year. I was in Detroit for 2 years. Then they canceled the news.
Cancel the news.
They laid everybody off. Yeah.
They're just like, hey, man, there's really not a lot
We
going
don't
on.
want to know.
Yeah.
You just hearsay. Everything hearsay.
Is this when the mayor went to prison?
No, that had already happened.
Oh, okay.
That already happened. But no, I worked for like the CBS affiliate in Detroit. And was also a UPN affiliate. That's what they remember UPN.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we had the Red Wings, the Pistons, and the Tigers on our channel, and I would come on after it and do my little sports thing. And they decided, yeah, you know what? We don't need news and sports news, and they laid all of us off. It was like the Mary Tyler Moore show, the last show ever of that show. They just laid everybody off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Then I went to New York. Then I was in Denver. I did a lot of moving around, and then
This
finally,
is like
I
a
came
Johnny
back to
Cash
Chicago.
song. You've been everywhere, man. Every town. Did you have a favorite? Like, did you have one like, oh, man, maybe I could have lived here?
Of the places that I worked,
Denver's a nice town.
Denver. I could have stayed in Denver.
Yeah.
I love Denver. I was there for a year. And then this network, Comcast Sportsnet, was starting in Chicago. And they were hiring 10 people at once to start this network, 8 or 10 people. And I'm thinking, if there's ever a time that I'm going to get back to Chicago, this is it. And that's a whole other story, but I got a job
What
here.
year is that?
This is 2004, the summer of 04.
Oh, wow. This sets up nicely for, jumping on board, because the next year is historic for the White Sox, right?
Yeah.
Who were some of the other people that were hired with that first round?
All right, so that was Dan Jiggets,
Yeah.
Pat Boyle, Carrie Sayers.
Pat Boyle also been on the podcast.
Pat's been on the podcast. Carrie Sayers, Mitch Robinson, Gail Fisher, Luke Stuckmeyer, William Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people are like a part of my sportscasting soul. If I've worked with you, that never leaves.
Yeah, I imagine so. Like, that's big camaraderie. And
Yeah, and so I got here, and they, I grew up a White Sox fan, but I wanted to cover everything. I wanted to cover the Cubs and the Bears and the Bulls and the Blackhawks, and everyone was kind of doing a little bit of everything. But then in that spring, this is like the spring of 05, I start covering the White Sox, and the White Sox are like winning and winning more and winning more. And they find out that I grew up a White Sox fan, and I kept covering them, and then they go on and win the whole World Series. And ever since that time, I've just been
the White Sox guy.
covering the White Sox, yeah.
And now you're working in tandem with Ozzie Guillen,
Yeah.
which we're talking about broadcasters. I mean, he's a national broadcasting. He is a huge personality. I've got to meet Ozzie a few times. I've been on your guys' show.
Yes, you have.
A bunch of times. I love him. I think he's so... And he's another guy who's just like, hey, this is me, and I'm going to say whatever I want to say. And maybe that is like, come into play for him in some ways. But, I mean, I think Ozzie is just, what's it like working with him?
Well, to work with Ozzie, you need to speak Guyanese.
Guyanese.
Because there's some English in there, there's some Spanish, and there's just some Ozzie in there. I just put all together. It's Guyanese. So I'm fluent in Guyanese. I understand everything that he's saying. People at home are like, what did he just say? And if I have a feeling like he is saying something on the air that people may not know, I'll just kind of repeat it in English. So I'm like, hey, everyone, this is what Ozzie just said. And sometimes I'm just looking at him going like, Ozzie, I don't know what the hell you just said.
Yeah.
Please repeat that. The thing about that show, first off, like you said, a great personality, and he has a lot of thoughts. And if he was not a manager or a player in baseball or an analyst, he would be a stand-up comedian.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah.
He could totally be a stand-up comic. He has incredible timing and wit, and I need to remind myself, and I think people need to remind themselves, this is his second language. I mean, to be funny in a second language, that is not easy to do.
I've seen that.
You got to take him with you.
Right? Have him start opening?
Yeah.
Bring him on the road?
Just a few dates.
I mean, you've seen this, though, right? Like, this comic, one of the guys that comes to mind, Joe Wong, he's from China.
Yes.
he came here, just picked up, whatever he was observing, and just hilarious. And I really do admire that. If you can do, like, can you imagine going to another country and being like, oh, I'm going to be a stand-up here. This episode is brought to you by Catholic Charities of Chicago. This winter, many of our neighbors are facing hunger, homelessness, and hardship. A simple act of kindness, just one flicker of hope, can make all the difference. Your support of Catholic Charities of Chicago brings warmth, meals, and hope to families right here in Cook and Lake counties. Find out how you can make an impact by visiting CatholicCharities.net.
Comedy is tough in LA because people want to see names when they're in Los Angeles, but in a city like Chicago, you go to any club, like you can just run into like people you never heard of and be like, they are funny. Like that's the beautiful thing about it.
So that's what I love about stand-up comedy, to echo off what you're saying, because there's a little bit of like, I have no idea if this person's going to be good or not. I'm rolling the dice.
Yeah.
And when you end up seeing someone who's really good, like that stays with you like forever. Like I'm betting on you that you're going to make me laugh, and then they make it happen, and it stays with me. And like it was for you. Like when I saw you for the first time, like I didn't know who Pat McGann was. I'm like,
I knew who you were, though. That's what's so wild. Is like, dude, is that Chuck Garfien? Man, I was like excited because you would come in there with Liz. I think it would be like a date night for you, and you guys would. Do you have? You still have a love for comedy, I'm sure.
Yes.
Any comics you're watching now? Anything you've seen recently that?
Let me think about this. You mean current, like new guys, up and comers?
You watching anything? Any comics that have?
I don't. I find myself like I'll watch specials as they come out, but I typically don't. Even when I'm at the club, like I don't watch people.
Yeah, I don't a ton either. And then when you watch a special, a lot of times you're watching it for the production value or how they start the special, what it looks like, where they filmed it, that kind of thing.
Do you guys not want to listen to stand-up comics because you think because you might like subconsciously use their material?
I think so.
Not necessarily use that. I mean, kind of like that's like when I'm seeing people where it's just like because as comedians we're constantly editing things in our head. So you might say something like, "Oh, that's funny. I probably would have said this," and then like a month later, you like, I think I got this joke. I don't know when I thought of it. It's like, oh, I heard somebody say that. So that is the thing. But also, because I'm constantly watching it from a technical standpoint.
Yeah,
it's like when I watch basketball, I'm just like, no, you should have passed that. Like, what, So it's kind of hard to watch. But when it's with a special, I can take myself out of it because this is done.
Yeah. Right.
But when it's an actual just set in a comedy club, I'm like, they're still working on this, and it may not be done. So I don't even want to bother with this.
My favorite comedian of all time is Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, yeah.
So it's funny. I'm going back now. When I was 8 years old, I was listening to Richard Pryor albums. My parents had no idea what I was listening to. I mean, what he was saying. I don't know if I can repeat some of this here.
So prolific.
Yes. And then I started listening to Eddie Murphy. But there was a cassette that I had of Rodney Dangerfield when I was like 12. And it was.
Did they have Rappin' Rodney on the B-side?
Yes, that was it.
I remember that. I had that. Yeah,
that was the album.
Yeah.
And I memorized basically his entire set.
Talking to this girl, she told me to come over. No one's home.
I went over. There's nobody home.
I bought a Japanese car. I turned on the radio. I don't understand a word they're saying. Like, what? Over and over, just nonstop.
It's like how do you like one lot of comedians, even like a Red Fox, where it's just like these like one line. Like how do you come up? It's within an hour or however much time. Like that's
like
work.
Uncle Larry Reeb. Watching him. Yeah. It's just joke.
Yeah.
And Rodney, he'll just pop up on Twitter or X, whatever, and like his stuff will just like be shared around. Like it still holds up. A lot of it.
My wife's so dumb; it takes her an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes. She's so. I mean, can I do these jokes?
Yeah.
She's so big. She wears 2 watches. She covers 2 time zones. I mean, these are just.
And the audience like more.
Yeah. So my dad and I, about 25 years ago, we went to Vegas, and I saw him. We saw him in concert.
You saw Rodney live?
Yes, I saw him live.
That should be like the first thing you say when you meet some people. You're like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Chuck. I've seen Rodney Dangerfield in person." Like that's so interesting to me.
But it was a physical experience to watch him live because his jokes are so quick, right?
Right.
And he is delivering them one after another, that you're laughing at a joke, and by the time you are done laughing at that joke, he's now delivered the punchline for the next joke. And then comes the next joke. It was like a tidal wave of jokes, and you have to like catch your breath. I was exhausted after this concert that I saw.
He had such a character, but what I like about him is through stories I've heard, and I brought up Larry Reeb. Larry did his special, a Dangerfield special, when he would share his platform and put other comics on. I think Sam Kinison is a guy that he was like, hey, America, check out Sam Kinison. So I like that about him too, that he would, use his platform to bring up other comics.
Yeah, he had a young comedian special on HBO in the 80s and maybe even in the early 90s. So he would use his platform. It was at Dangerfields. I think that was a club in New York.
In New York.
Is it still there?
I don't think so.
I
No.
think it just closed recently.
I went to New York in 2016. I didn't go to it. It was during the daytime, and I walked past. I was like, oh, this Dangerfield. It's like this.
Yeah, it had like the canopy awning entrance. Yeah, I walked by it too. I've never been in there though.
Yeah, so he would bring on all these young comedians, and they would get a platform to show off their stuff, and like Sam Kinison was one of them. I remember seeing it on HBO. I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Sam Kinison rocked my world. I had never seen anyone. There's never been anyone even close to him ever than Sam Kinison.
I remember he was in his movie Back to School. He is a cameo in Back to School. He's like the teacher, and he tears the chair out of the lecture hall. Yeah, Ronnie is great. Have you ever seen Don Rickles? You ever see him live?
No, I would have loved to have seen Don Rickles.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen him too. Closest I've gotten, Brad Garrett. Have you ever worked Brad's room in Vegas?
No, I was there last summer. I saw. I was in Vegas already. Ran into Cindy.
Oh yeah.
And I saw Ralphie Roberts there.
Oh, okay.
So he was in town. I saw him. I was like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice club.
Brad Garrett is the closest I have ever seen to Don Rickles. Like, he just comes out, blasts everybody in the front, just so out of bounds, ridiculous stuff, but so enjoyable. Just a funny.
I think we
dude.
need it. I think we need people like that.
For sure. Are you watching anything else? I watched something over the weekend. This is old on Netflix, but Love and Death. You ever watch any of this? I was watching it with my girlfriend, so it's like, not that I wouldn't watch it on my own, but it's kind of like just a murder mystery. It's a few years old. 2 series did this story. It's a true story about a murder in Texas, and they had like Jessica Biel did one on Hulu, and this one I saw had Jesse Plemons and Elizabeth Olsen. Love and Death. It's like 2 years old.
Okay.
Check it out. I don't know.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. I'm looking for stuff to watch, guys.
Well, I'll
it's
show you.
like you
I'll
try
tell you
to
what
hide from. I mean, I can watch the reality. I can dig into the Epstein files. I like that Sammy Sosa was mentioned.
Sammy Sosa's in the Epstein files.
Yes. Yes, he is. That's what I heard. That's what I saw. I don't know.
I feel like if you have a certain amount of money, you got to go.
You got to go to Epstein Island?
I'm not saying I don't know everything, but I feel like if you are if you brass, if you like top brass, it's just like, that's what we do. We're going to the thing, maybe, and it's like I'm low.
What do you
level.
mean? That's what we do? The pedophilia?
No. What I'm saying is, it's like the Diddy party,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like just like low level Diddy
freak
party.
off?
Like, it's Epstein and it's Diddy party. This the brown noise version, right? It's like, did you go to the Diddy party? It's like, oh yeah, we was partying, but I didn't know all that was going on. I'm not saying to the extent of what was going on at the island.
I didn't go upstairs.
Right. It's just like, at the time, it was like, we hang out, people invite you out. You like, and then you like, I went home. It's like, I didn't know they had a back room with massage tables and,
Right.
So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it was right, but I just feel like if you are of a certain caliber of like celebrity or money or whatever,
And have no morals.
right? You get invited to things.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I was there, but I didn't even know.
Okay.
You
Is
see
there
what I'm saying?
anyone that hasn't shown up in the files that you're surprised about that isn't in there?
No. I'm surprised that Hawkins. I'm surprised. What's his name in the chair? Stephen Hawkins.
Stephen
I'm
Hawkins.
surprised that he was there. Like, how did you?
Oh, he was there?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, he was in it. He saw some things. Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe I did some things, but
What was he doing there?
exactly.
They got some ramps on the island?
He was just at the airport. Like, somebody come get me. He's like, we sending the van back. We just gotta get the van. It's in the shop. He's like, oh my god. I just drive. By the time he got there, it was like, it's over. He's like, oh my god. He turn around.
What were you doing there, Steven?
I was.
What do you think I was doing?
This would be a real good skit by like on SNL, or just you guys could do it on stage or on a podcast. This is good stuff.
I saw a meme where it was like Stephen Hawking with like two girls on the side of him, and it was like, whatever he did to you is your fault. Like whatever you let him do to you, that's on you. That's 100% on you. He in a wheelchair. Was he quadriplegic or something like that? It's like,
Something like that.
It's like that's
Yeah. Well, I didn't know he was there. So he's no longer with us, right?
No.
So can't
gone.
cancel him. He gone.
Oh, you were asking what am I watching?
Yes.
So
Yeah, how do
it's
we get there?
very
That's funny.
funny that that's not funny. So my wife and I are rewatching Mad Men.
Oh yeah.
So that's one of my favorite shows of all time. And why am I enjoying this? Besides the fact that the show is great and the characters are so rich, but I needed an escape every once in a while from what's going on today.
Right.
And what's my escape? Oh, let's go back to the 60s.
What's my escape?
What a special time.
Misogyny and alcoholism.
Oh, it was, it was nirvana for everybody. Nothing was going on, just civil rights, assassinations,
Everybody with their wife at home, with
Vietnam.
their apartment in Manhattan. I might be working late tonight, babe. I'll be home in a little bit. Hang on. Talk to my secretary. She's right here on my lap. I mean, that is a great show, though. He would have been at the island. Don Draper?
Oh, yeah.
what
Is that how where
Roger
it ends?
Sterling especially.
Oh, he's a great character. Roger, so funny. Yeah, I think that is such a good balance of funny and dramatic and just like that is a great that's something to revisit.
Have you watched
This is what
Mad Men?
people are
No,
doing, man.
I
They're
haven't.
going back into old shows to find comfort and
that-
to find they're chasing a feeling they used to have.
But I feel like that's the problem is that we had great shows, and then people like, oh, this show was so great, and then they bring it back, and then the show is not what it was because you tried to reboot something that we.
Oh, rebooting something.
Yeah, like I don't.
Oh, yeah.
It's like weird. Like I'm like they bring like Hawaii. It's just like random shows. It'd be like, why would y'all bring this back? But it's because it had like a rich following. People
Yeah.
just really love the show. But it's like you can't capture a moment in time that where we were as society and this show worked in. That you like, oh, let's bring it. Like those characters died in my head. Like I don't want to see Urkel in 2026. Like this,
Right,
like
right.
this, it died. Like it's over. Like Family Matters. They all. I don't want to know what happened when they grew up. I don't want to know. So it's like those type of things. What do you? That's what I want to ask. What do y'all, in y'all opinion, what do y'all think was like a great time period in America? Obviously, everything wasn't great, but what do you think was like a great 80s, 90s?
I feel like this is
whatever?
a trap for a couple of white guys from you.
I mean,
Because
are
we're
we
gonna
still
be like-
we still recording?
No, I've got an answer.
I'm
to
gonna
that.
be like 1980s, and you're like, oh, really?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
I had incredible white privilege.
Yeah.
I have an answer for that actually. And I'm not going. It has nothing to do with race. I think we as a society hit our peak right before the iPhone.
Oh yeah.
Right before it. Right
Oh,
before
was
we
that
became
2005?
2005 to say 2008, something like that. The internet has been great, I think, and had been I think it was like serving a great purpose for all of us. And we were not addicted to our phones as a society. And that has changed how everyone's interacting. I don't have kids, but I hear from parents all the time how it's affecting parenting, growing up. So I would say that was a great.
I've heard it from
point.
my kids. Like my daughter has expressed that to me. Like, I kind of wish I grew up without phones, or I wonder what it was like. I was never saying to my parents like, man, I wish I grew up in the 1950s.
Without color television?
Yeah, I wish I had only had a hula hoop. And, like, it's really true that it has shifted everybody. Going back to, I would probably agree with Chuck. And I always, look back on the, I don't know, late 90s to early 2000s. That was like...
Yeah, but also we have, as a society, I think, are always looking back and thinking things were better in the past. Even in I would love to go back to the 1970s, even though I remember
when they had measles under control.
But even in the 1970s, what were the shows that were popular? Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley.
Oh yeah,
Like they're like the 70s. Like this is crazy. Let's go back to a simpler time. Let's go back to the 50s. This has always been going on.
Yeah.
So there'll be a time in like 20 years where society's gonna be like, oh, remember 2026, 2025, that was fun. That was amazing.
Remember the Epstein files? What a time, man. It was so crazy. We stole a president. Y'all remember we stole a president? Oh, man. Kidnapped, not stole.
It feels like when we agreed on a reality, when we all kind of had a baseline of truth. That's what I kind of yearn for. Now it's like you could get on a bus and the guy next to you thinks that, you know, we're run by a cabal and that nothing's real and nothing's true. And when people started really selling doubt, and that's why I cannot stomach some of these people that do have platforms like Joe Rogan, Theo Von, and some of these mopes that don't know anything but have spread all this doubt. And now you see some of them waking up like, oh, really? Oh, like, dude, you don't know shit. You never did. The only thing you've ever factored in is doubt. And, like, you know, you've brought really nothing to the table.
It's very easy to get metrics with that stuff, too.
Yeah.
Like that's, if I want, you know, what sells? Negativity, conspiracy theories. You know, I'm a member of the media, but I also see how local news works. What if they did a whole local broadcast on Channel 7 in Chicago, or just name your whatever town you're in, and all they did was do stories of positive things that happened that day? Who's going to watch it? Maybe we need it right now,
Right.
but it won't sell. It's all crime and controversies and death and destruction. It's not. Meanwhile, look at this amazing thing that this person did. What they do now is they'll like wait till like the end of the show. And they'll put it at the very end. Oh, meanwhile, let's brighten your day with this. After all the death and destruction, I don't know how anyone can watch local news. How do you get through the first segment?
Yeah, then they're like, we'll leave you with this. This town, they had 2 puppies. They were born separate. No, whatever. Here's a story that has some feel good. It's Chicago. It's White Sox. It's the Pope. I mean, and then there again, you have that. You bring up the Pope, and then people are like, "Oh, he's a commie. He's not my Pope." Like, what?
Is that new? Like, he's not my, like, you know, people like, it's not my president. He's not. Has it always been a thing?
With the Pope or the president?
I'm saying with anything. That's not my commissioner. That's not my. Have people always said that?
I don't know. I'd say always, but I think it's been out there.
Okay. No, I feel like I just start hearing it within like the last 15 years. People just be like, "That's not my president. That's not my."
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yeah,
because we're in a
more
polarized society. And social. Oh, that was another thing. Social media. That's why, like, the year that I chose was before social media took off.
Yeah.
That's been terrible for all of us. But I'm getting on my soapbox. I need to stop getting on my soapbox on this podcast.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's good to hear your opinions, and I know you don't like socials, but we're gonna tag you in all these clips, and if you could share them.
I know. I like Twitter, sort of.
Yeah. Well, I do too, because I kind of can filter what's real and not, I think, and I do like the breaking news, and I do like some of the other opinions, and you hear things before you hear them other places, usually, I think, on.
Yeah, I liked it in the beginning. I was calling it like the DVR for the internet.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I'm just going to choose all the things that I'm interested in, and then that's all I'll be basically storing in my brain. But back to the Pope.
Are you chasing this interview? Are you trying to get him on?
in a way.
Yeah?
So he's from where I grew up. I grew up in Flossmoor, south suburbs. He was living in Dalton for a little bit. He goes to Aurelio's Pizza. I grew up on that pizza. He's got his own pizza now. Have you heard about this?
no.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
The Poperoni Pizza.
The Poperoni.
He's got a Poperoni Pizza. There's a chair that he sat in there. They've turned it into like a crown. Not a crown. Sorry, a
Throne.
A throne. Excuse me. Yeah, and he's a Sox fan.
A Poperoni pizza.
A Poperoni Pizza.
Does he have T-shirts and hats? Like, is it like a? He got like a brand deal.
Well, Aurelio's probably does.
The Poperoni.
Yeah. The one thing that people say to me is like, they go, the Pope probably knows you, Chuck. He's probably seen you on the
Oh,
air.
yeah, right. He's watched the pre and post.
And I'm like, maybe he's watching now. Maybe it's 2:00 in the morning.
You probably took a
at the
call
Vatican.
from him. All right, let's go to Bob from Dalton. Hey, I didn't like how LaRussa pinch hit there. I think the guy's too old. I'm just saying. All right, so I'm not going to keep you long, Chuck. I know you're headed down to Arizona, spring training. you excited? This is
Yes.
now you're gonna get very busy, huh?
Yeah. So I'll be working 6-7 days a week for the next like 7 or 8 months, and it's like I can't wait. This is like my most exciting time of the year. Going down to spring training. There's a lot of hope with the White Sox, and we'll see what happens in 2026.
Are you you're used to going down there by now? You're there for the entire time?
Yep.
Where do you stay? Do you get a hotel?
We get Airbnb. My wife and I. She works remotely.
Okay,
and
so you're going down there with Liz?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
This has got to be a good little getaway then. You drive down?
I have driven in the past. We're going to fly this year.
As always, the Pat McGann Show is brought to you by Tiege Hanley, uncomplicated skincare for men. If you're not using skincare, it shows. And if you're still washing your face with a 3-in-1 body wash, you need to wake up, because your face looks like you slept face down on a cracked leather sofa. Meet Tiege Hanley. They make skincare simple, effective, and impossible to mess up. No 12-step routine, no nonsense. You wash, you exfoliate, you moisturize. That's it. It's science-backed, foolproof, and legit. More than 3 million boxes sold. It's time to fix your face. Go to Tiege.com/Pat to get 40% off your first order plus a free gift. That's Tiege.com/Pat. Tiege Hanley. It's the way we face the day.
Well, I love that you're going to be down there. I'm hoping to catch up with you. I'm down there, too. I'm going to be in Arizona March 12th to 15th. I'm actually doing some shows down there. I'm going to be in Phoenix on Thursday the 12th, and then Tempe. I'm going to go to those games that weekend. I'm looking forward. Never been to Camelback.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Yeah. Very excited.
Yeah, so I will definitely see your shows. I want to see it for sure. I mean, one of my favorite things to do is watch you perform.
Come out, dude.
I'm there.
We will have a night. Bring Ozzy. Bring the crew. I'm really excited about the season 2, and I really appreciate you coming on here. Calvin, you got anything you want to plug before we get out of here? Anything coming up?
Catch me at Zanies every Saturday for After Hours.
After Hours.
After Hours.
Saturday nights at Zanies in Old Town. The show begins at 11:15.
11:15. It's a late show. Great showcase, and I play the piano. So
Yeah.
it's a good time.
That's a great night.
What do you play?
Just popular music. So it's like I close the show out. You know, we the whole crowd singing and stuff like that. With a little bit of comedy in there. It's a good time.
I'm there. I'm going to check it out
Come.
before I go to Arizona.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Okay.
Oh, you'll love seeing Calvin if you haven't seen him before. Yes, I have Arizona coming up in March. Next show for me is San Diego. I'll be at the Observatory in San Diego on Valentine's Day. Make your Valentine's Day plans now, Southern Cal. And then Omaha, Nebraska, the last week of February. So a lot going on. Chuck, thank you, bud. You guys should follow Chuck on his socials. You're mostly active on
Twitter.
On Twitter.
Yeah. I've been tempted to go on Instagram. Tempted.
Yeah, you got to
Should I
get on
go?
there. Yes, you should. Especially because Chuck has a podcast with the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
It is televised too, dude. I watch it. I've seen, I saw you interview the new guy that they just signed from Japan.
Oh, Munetaka Murakami.
Yeah, Murakami. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching you interview him. He is a translator, but he can clearly understand what you're saying.
Yes.
And then, like, he's reacting to you, but then the translator tells him. I thought it was funny at one point, you grabbed the microphone from Murakami and just, like, handed it to the translator. That was great.
Well, I had a big blooper, too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I'm so used to having a translator translate in Spanish. So I said to Murakami, I said, hey, I know you want to learn English, right? And he goes, yes. He said he wanted to learn it. And I go, well, for this interview, we'll speak in English. And then I motioned to the translator, and I said, and instead of saying, and he'll speak in Japanese, I said, and he will speak in Spanish. And Murakami understood what I said. He's like, what? Spanish? What? He like freaked out. So that went a little viral.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm excited about this team. They're putting some new pieces together. So
Yeah, they're on their way.
Yes.
They're on their way. Trust me. I think I know what I'm talking about. Now, they had 102 losses last year. They just had Sox Fest last week. The vibe among Sox fans was incredible. I can't promise you a winning record or making the playoffs, but I think White Sox fans will see a team that they can believe in and be proud of.
Yes, they are on their way. We are on our way, too, with this podcast. thanks for kicking off the new studio
I
with
love
us.
this new set.
This is
It's
phenomenal.
great.
Next week, we got Sherman Dilla Thomas, Chicago historian. I don't know if you guys checked his stuff out. He's phenomenal. And then we have Greg Warren coming up as well. So a whole lot of great episodes coming up here at the new studio. We'd love to hear from you guys. You can shoot us an email. Leave us a review. We'd love to get a review. Subscribe on the Apple Podcast page. And we will be back next week with another banger. Thank you, Calvin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thank
you guys
you.
have a great week. All right, everyone. Have a good week. We'll see you next time.